Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Gerrit Kolsch. Gerrit Kolsch. Kolsch style ale, 5% alcohol. This is produced by Rally Cab Brewing of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Founded way back in 2017 with their on-premises location, drink tap room. Since 2019, it's got a adhesive paper label on a plain aluminum pint can. Doesn't have a date, guys. So I don't know how old this beer is. So if it gets 100, let's say it scores a 95 out of 100, I'm going to still score it an 85 because it has no date. That chaps my chapstick. Put the damn date. Okay, crisp and easy drinking, Gerrit Kolsch is a traditional German-style ale brewed with Ariana and Callista hops. And these people apparently are baseball fans. And I went to some minor league baseball games in Baton Rouge years ago when they had the Baton Rouge River Bats playing right over by the state capitol. Unfortunately, they didn't get a whole lot of support and they left, but that's not that unusual in minor league baseball. Shreveport lost their team, New Orleans lost their team, and there are no minor league teams left in Louisiana. All right, college baseball is the big thing here, I have to say. And people like to watch Major League and go to games, like travel to Houston especially, being that it's only about a 5-hour drive. There is a huge, big enough head of foam for you. And this Tabasco glass, probably can't see the McElhenney glass. Typical Kolsch look. Kind of that, well, it looks gold in the camera, but looking at it, it's like a lemon yellow with the light shining at it. It's hazy. I have a feeling there's going to be some sediment, lots of bubbles in this clean glass. Clinging bubbles and rising bubbles. A lot of them rose up, eh? Okay, so Gerrit Kolsch. I just stumbled upon these beers. The brewery is on a little street right off of Segan Lane, which is Louisiana Highway 3246, north of Interstate 10, south of United States Highway 61. And I bought these at Martin Wine Cellar, which is on Louisiana Highway 428, eastbound Perkins Road in Baton Rouge. So it's not far from the brewery. So they drive it straight from the brewery right to the store and cellar. Right? Wrong. They got to go through a distributor, 3-tier system. That's another rant video. Okay. Got to have that middleman. Look at that creamy head of foam. It looks like meringue on a lemon meringue pie. Forgot to smell it. Well, it's got a little bit of a lemony nose, and you'll notice with a lot of Kolsch's, get that lemony nose. We don't get a lot of Kolsch's around here, not popular. Maybe in your state, in Louisiana, they aren't. Reisdorf Kolsch, Sonner Kolsch from Germany, very good, hard to beat. Some American Kolsch beers are close to that level, most aren't. They're kind of okay, so-so. I mean, they're good, like in the B range generally. But this day and age, if you score B, you may as well score C. You know what I'm saying? You're paying, the prices are so high for craft beer that getting a B is not any kind of achievement the way I see it. Getting a C, you may as well have an F. But it's all a matter of perspective. People will say, well, you got all these 90s, 91, 92, 93. Well, because there's a lot of great beers, and even beers that are just run-of-the-mill into the excellent range. Nice bitterness. I'm thinking the IBUs must be relatively high, more than I had expected. Look at this. It's definitely like a meringue. And then it's got the lemony taste, and it's pretty bitter hop, especially in the head. You'll find that with a lot of beers, the foam will hold the bitterness. You just get something like Old Milwaukee, common lager, low IBU. Pour it real aggressive, get a thick head of foam before it fizzes away. Taste it, and it'd be pretty bitter. Something about the hops in the foam. Oh, I'm seeing tan sediment in that foam. This thing's got to have some sediment below. Cyclops scale. Sweetness. At the most, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. This is a pretty dry beer. Let's look at it correctly. A dry beer, which crisp, dry, easygoing. What is a Kolsch? It's an ale that's made to be like a lager, have characteristics of a lager, except not taking the long, drawn-out process of lagering, cold, aging it in an aging cellar, cold aging tanks. Not terribly different when you think about it from American cream ales, which are ales, crossovers with lager-like qualities, a la Genesee Cream Ale and Lord Chesterfield Ale and Ballantine Ale. Yeah, the lemony, that's the fruity character. White bread, not even crust, just white bread. Medium body. Bitterness, yeah, like 4 out of 5. Maybe 4 out of 5 hop cones is too high, but at least 3.5 out of 5 hop cones. I can't drink all this down before I shut the video off, but I'm telling you, see, it's relatively clear, but it ain't really that clear. Okay, no, nice bow. Oh, there's roiling sediment throughout. Roiling tan sediment throughout. No, wrong. It's relatively hazy. You saw that sediment. Now, once I do the swish and pour, you're going to see a descending cloud. You won't see it, but there'll be a descending yellowish gray cloud, and it'll really haze up the situation. It'll start to look like an NEIPA, a New England Pale Ale, PA or IPA, India Pale Ale. So this is like the second Kolsch, American style Kolsch style beer in a row that I've had that rivals the Sunna and the Reisdorf. Can't remember the other one I had, but I do so many. But this is a winner. So I'm going to give it a score right now. Crisp finish, medium body. International enjoyment units, they're pretty high. I'm not even a Kolsch person. If I never drank another Kolsch, I would never miss it. But if I never drank another cream ale, I would miss it now. So they're not the same. Because I wish we had Genesee Cream Ale here. I wish we had Lord Chesterfield Ale here. Both used to be sold in Louisiana. And I wish we had Ballantine Ale. And somebody told me back in the early 70s, this is a man 20 years older than me, he said, we used to get Ballantine. He said, I'd buy it in New Orleans East, at Winn-Dixie or whatever. He said, because it was cheap. And he used to like it. He said, I used to drink a whole lot of beer every day, so I would buy Ballantine. I said, yeah, that's gone from here, probably for 35 years. But anyway, I'm going to score this 94 out of 100. 9.4 out of 10. It's that good. It's the most excellent product. If you're into Kolsch's, I'm not. Don't really care for them. They got that wheat thing going. So sort of like a wheat style beer. Within the wheat spectrum. But, you don't have to like something for it to be most excellent, right? I don't like Hefeweizens. That's something I'd really never want to drink again. But they got some nearly one. That Fleur de Lis from Lazy Magnolia was close to 100. I don't think they make it anymore. Apparently I was the only one on earth that liked it. I don't think anybody else ever gave it a chance or even tried it. But That's the way it goes. So, Laissez les bon temps relais. I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana, specifically Baton Rouge.